Hi everyone, I'm here to encourage you to learn more about Neville and exercise your amazing power that you have that no one told us about. In fact, they lied to us about every single thing. I apologize for my recording if the microphone is weird. I'm very shy. I don't typically do that, but I've been prompted to do this recording. I had another channel called That's Right, but it was deleted because apparently I said some offensive things. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It was meant to be, I guess, to start over. So isn't it wonderful that in the last few years I've been finding out more evidence to prove that we are amazing beings who travel the universe, the infinite universe, and we happen to be in this play called 3D planet Earth at this time. Don't let the image on the right alien interview scare you. This is not a scary, this is a very informative, supportive show that I wanted to record for you to encourage you and inspire you. A couple of years ago, I had a traumatic experience where it wasn't bad. I just went out of my body, which I did not want to do, which I know I could do very easy, very well. I just don't want to do that. I have enough awesome things that I do in my real life, like manifesting anything I want. And two people died because I kind of wished that I would never see them or hear them again, and they dropped dead within like 10 minutes. So I have enough to deal with in my conscious life. But if you wanted to time travel and go out of your body and do fun things, I could definitely teach you how to. It's really easy. You just have to practice meditation, which is um, keep your thoughts focused. That's all it is. Anyway, so I see, I've come across a lot of evidence that talks about, that proves what Neville says. It's very profound, and I've been bothered to come out here and do this recording. And I wanted to share with you, it's nothing bad, it's super amazing. I'm in awe, and I'm here to tell you you are an amazing being that you travel throughout universes, and I'm going to share with you how we do this and why we're here, and so you can enjoy your life if you wanted to and create your reality. And I'm going to show you proof with quantum physics how that is possible. Alien, so I got really scared when I went out of my body, and I got a lot of info. People were beings were talking to me, and I didn't know who they were. I didn't want to talk to them. I was afraid, actually. I knew it's possible. I was surprised, and I didn't. So I went on my little rabbit hole on learning about aliens. There's two sides to aliens rabbit hole. It's either they're really bad and they're here to eat us, or they're really good and they're here to help us. Neither of those sides are accurate, or I think are true, because you end up saying that if they're here to eat us, you're going to live in fear, or torture us, whatever you call it, right? You've seen, maybe you heard crazy stories, or they're here to help us, which means that we alone should not rely on our amazing consciousness, which Neville talks about, right? That we're relying and waiting for them to come and save our world from the reptilians or whoever, you name it. As David Icke likes to talk about very horrific things, it's turning into a religion where we're relying on something or someone else to help us. Whereas Neville Goddard focuses on you. You are God, you are power, and I'm here to show you proof and teach you and show you some examples how that's possible. Even to the fact that you are able to influence your reality and have people drop dead within 10 minutes of thinking about them never talking to you ever again, or never seeing them ever again. That's what I said, and the person literally dropped dead. So it was scary, but then when I realized that everything is a reflection of me, everyone is showing me who I am through them behaving towards me a certain way. I started to take responsibility and be cautious on mindfulness in what I think about, and being very militant towards my thoughts and very strict with my mind, my thoughts, where I would play tricks on myself to get myself out of a certain situation or a thought because I don't want that. And tricks like playing loud music, perfume, taking a marker, writing on my hand a phrase or a word so that it would remind me to snap out of a certain situation or a certain way of thinking. And those are little tricks that we can play with our mind. So, Alien Interview is a book that talks about an alien, Roswell craft that crashed, and one of the aliens survived. And she goes on to describe, very interesting, a little scary, but very interesting book. She goes on to describe that this planet is a prison planet, which I don't really agree. However, Neville does support this statement, not in a bad way. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you literally how. That this planet is a prison planet, and then souls are being recycled, and we can't get out of it. And how do we get out of this planet? Because they have this electromagnetic soul grid that keeps you coming back, reincarnating in this planet, on this planet. And obviously, some of us don't want to come back, maybe, or and Neville shows you how, and I'm going to show you how. So it's amazing. So this alien has very interesting way of thinking about our history. She goes on to describe our history. And going into a rabbit hole about aliens last year, I did not come across this book until someone in one of the groups or somewhere said, hey, you're into aliens, have you read this? Very interesting, a very deep book. I recommend reading it because it shows you the possibility and the most alternative possible history that you can ever think of our planet. Quite a lot of it is being on the negative side, whereas someone is controlling us, we're being manipulated, controlled, and I would call it we have fallen into a state of a certain mind of being, or certain state, and that's where the control comes in, right? That's what they call control. That, but I think I would say Neville calls it is a state that you fall into, which I like to view it that way instead of, oh my God, they're controlling us, and how do we get out? Like us versus them, the bad guys. And what I'm thinking is whatever's going on in the world today with the drama and the news or the wars or whatever is out there is trying to distract us from going inward meditation and creating our own reality with a fear. Doesn't matter who you believe, right or left. It's all about them hijacking your conscious reality, your state of mind, right? And you want to pick what you want to believe in and not have it hijacked by someone else. So here is a little bit about quantum physics, that quantum theory that proves that we create our own reality. Physics journals today routinely discuss what is called the quantum measurement problem. Many people have heard of some version of it. In essence, more than 80 years of laboratory experiments show that atomic scale particles appear in a given place only when a measurement is made. Quantum theory holds that no measurement means no precise and localized object, meaning that they're everywhere but nowhere until at least someone goes and looks at it. In a challenge to our deepest conceptions of reality, quantum data shows that a subatomic particle literally occupies an infinite number of places, a state called superposition. So remember, guys, the part where Neville says creation is finished, everything already exists. So there you go. Here's quantum theory proves, look it up, superposition. Literally occupies an infinite, let's say an atom occupies an infinite number of places in a state called superposition until observation manifests it in one place. In quantum mechanics, an observer's conscious decision to look or not look actually determines what will be there. So there you go. Since Neville, we have physicists proving that this amazing superposition. And believe me, I have friends that are physicists. You know, they're in their 40s, whatever. I talk to them about this superposition, and they have no idea. They have no idea what it is. I said, aren't you a physics major? Don't you study this? So I'm baffled that no one knows about physics. Smarter, much more smarter people than us, proving that a superposition of an atom or a molecule or whatever, subatomic particle. More on this, please watch the movie documentary called What the Bleep Do We Know? And please disregard, random people saying, oh, that guy's in, so-and-so on that movie. I hate it or hate him. Just look for the facts to prove your reality. Look for the support in What the Bleep Do We Know? I think it's on Amazon Prime. You can also find it on YouTube. To support your facts on us creating our own reality. So physics supports it. It's amazing. Neville Goddard said, creation is finished. That means everything is always out there in infinite positions, infinite ways of you acting on something. You just have to focus on it and you will get it in your life. So a little bit about quantum mechanics. I hope you like this part. Okay. This channel has been introduced to me last year as well when I was into my alien dig, which I don't recommend alien digs unless the two that I'm recommending here, because there's so much garbage out there. Most of it is very scary, or they're here to help us. And my God, where are they? Right? It's like thinking, Jesus, come back soon and save us from this hell, or whatever Christians think. This channel, God Gave Lamste, has some very interesting theories. He talks about, similar to Alien Interview, that we're in a prison planet. Apparently it's all over my life right now. It's so exhausting, but I really wanted to share this with you. I'm like, but this is so sad. We're being in a prison planet. And then I go back and read Neville, and voila, on page 42, Neville talks about how to depart this play. He calls it a play, not a negative word like prison planet, right? Who wants to hear that? Definitely not me. But if you're into something outrageous or outside of the box, I like his view on the crater Earth being on 1,000 times bigger Earth. I like that with other Earths, with other biospheres. I like some of his ideas. Most of it is very drudging and negative, that they're here to control us and they've been lying to us. Well, when you're in a play, you kind of make your own reality. So the good parts that I got from this God Gave Lamste channel on YouTube is that there's a lot of people searching for ways to get out. It's like us who know Neville, how somehow we woke up by accident, and not by accident, I guess, our higher self kind of like tapped us, and we're looking for a way out. And a lot of people, I'm sure, are scared and depressed. If you watch all of this, not knowing Neville, you would be scared and depressed. If you read a lot of alien stuff, a lot of it is very scary and depressing, not knowing Neville. And thank God for Neville and his wisdom and your higher self and my higher self, that we don't have to be scared or afraid. We know where we're going. We know what we're doing. So I'm happy about that. This channel is really unique. Talks about planets, the moon, Prison Planet movies are, and how they're showing us for those secret societies. There's nothing bad with them, okay? So don't let them brainwash you to think that. There's people in secret societies that know these secrets. They know that there's a way out, that there's, um, and what's happening is that they're playing a game to demonize secret societies, that they're bad, and but really, if you study a lot of them, most of them are in alchemy. They know how to, they teach how to make gold out of, silver or whatever, another metal. Mind over matter, like Neville being able to walk through walls. That's what those societies are teaching you. But what we get is, oh, they drink baby blood, or they human sacrifice, they do this or that. I've actually read some of that, and it's actually a lot of magic and alchemy and amazing sciences that they don't teach in school, right? Like time travel, like Neville being able to just have a coffee with his friend who just died, and him and his wife and Neville are having tea and talking about, John, you just died. What? I'm dead. John says. Neville says, no, you're not dead, but you just died in this particular world. So it's nothing to scare you. It's to tell you your mind, your thoughts, they have the most amazing power. It's like a computer. It's like a superpower inside your brain. And don't let anyone else scare you or diminish that. Ever, ever. Do not let. And I'm here to tell you that and to encourage that, and how you can enjoy this life despite of what the news or anyone else says around there. So this is one of the other, same guy, the God Gevlamste. This is one of the videos where he talks about the secret societies are telling themselves, or passing out the info to them, their higher ups themselves, how to escape, but we're supposed to be kept in the dark. And it's really neat. It's a lot of fun codes and ideas, and as we know, a lot of mythology, a lot of the Bible is written in code, right? We know that from Neville, and that's how societies or smart people or time travelers, or Neville, not Neville, no, he speaks really flatly, directly, easily. That's why I love him. But a lot of secret societies or smart people that know a secret, let's say the truth, they just like to add stories to them and describe it in a very interesting story way, like Toto and the Wizard of Oz, right? So I find it clever. I give him props, and I'm very happy I know Neville, so this doesn't scare me, and I know where I'm going after this. And here's what I will show you how. So this book, the Frank Carter Lectures. Please subscribe to the Audio Enlightenment Press. It's this Barry, right? Not Barry. No, I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But he is on YouTube, and I got this book on audiobook. Yeah, Barry Preston. He's the publisher. He took, this book is not very expensive, but he audio records this book and a lot of other things. I definitely recommend getting this book. And of course, the reader. Barry also audio records his voice, and I listen to it every single day. And I recommend you to also brainwash, which is a very bad word, I know, sorry, but to also teach yourself how to think differently and listen to it every single day. I have my earphones on whenever I'm cooking, cleaning, I'm by myself, I'm driving, I am listening to the reader or this book because I want to know more. Actually, forget that. I'm not, this book is not on Audible. Is it? No, it's not. Bummer. That's why I have it in my hand. And if you look on page 42, and this is how, remember I talked about Prison Planet or they're trying to get us or eat us or whatever, all that craziness that they talk about human beings. And Neville talks a lot about the play. And if you're anyone like me who always thought, how do I get rid of the play? How do I stop playing? Right. So I'm reading this book. I read it a few times, but yesterday I turned to page 42 and I almost wanted to jump out of my airplane. Um, so this is Frank talking. And Frank is Neville Goddard's personal driver. And the last 3 days before Neville's death, Frank has some very interesting experiences with himself, the visions, and all that awesome stuff. He goes on to say that he goes on to give an example of Neville's talks, right? And it's amazing. So between the lines, Neville is telling us that he knew perfectly well that he was sent to this world by Elohim. That is to say, the brothers, the compound unity, which is God. Sent here to the characters in the play to let them know the means by which they were to depart from this play. Can you believe that? So all last year, I've been bombarded with alien stuff, how we can't escape prison planet, and everywhere I turn, it's just prison planet. We're here, we're confined, we can't leave, we're going to be reincarnated, and this and that, which brings fear to your mind, right? To your reality. And here you go. Basically, Frank says that Neville, with all his lectures, he's teaching us not only how to become masters of this reality, but also how to depart from this play. And there's a few other parts that Neville talks about how to depart that I'm going to share later on with you. But I hope you like my channel. I hope I was here to encourage you not to give up, to think differently, to literally brainwash yourself to think differently, think like God, think as God, act as God, literally act as God. If you have the last 50 bucks in your bank account, go give it away, go spend it, go do what you would do as if you had 52,000. I kid you not. That is how you are telling your reality. No way. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to push your reality of $52 on to me. You're gonna push. You're gonna fight. You're gonna kick someone else's reality, the reality of $52 in your bank account. You're going to kick it out of your reality and act as if you're God, your creator, as if you have $52,000 in your bank account. I know it's crazy. Yep. I don't deny that. It is crazy, but so is faith. So is traveling here and being part of this play. There's a lot of other crazy things to think about, Jesus and Satan and aliens wanting to eat you. So if I was to pick a crazy thing, it would be me challenging my reality. And that's what I've been doing. And that's how I've been becoming successful every year. I'm just appalled at how successful I am, how work comes easy to me. I am just shocked. Sometimes I want to make a mistake just to prove to myself that I could crawl back up and not worry about it. So I wish you well. Please come and visit my channel, sign up. Isn't it wonderful that this has opened up to me and I'm relaying it to you to encourage you? An infinite traveling being who's here with me who's actually a reflection of me, I guess. We're here together in unity. So may the odds be ever in your favor because You are creating your best odds.